Happy New Year and welcome to this week's podcast. What I'd focus on if I was starting a direct selling business in 2026. Hello, lovelies. I am Penny. I'm your direct selling success coach here, and I help women just like you to build a more profitable and successful direct selling business using the right strategies for Facebook sales and recruiting. And if you are new to my podcast, make sure you have hit the subscribe button. You are going to love my weekly dose of tips, tricks, and insights and motivation. All right, so New Year's Day. Maybe you're watching it today. Maybe you're watching it in the first week of January 2026. Oh my gosh, can you believe it's 2026 already? So I hope your Christmas and New Year's Eve celebrations were joyful, relaxing, and filled with connection. I am actually away on a family holiday at the moment, so I did get myself organized in advance, and I have pre-recorded this one for you. And it was an easy one for me to pre-record because I decided that today I wanted to start the new year with something practical, supportive, and energizing, especially for those of you who might be feeling hopeful, motivated, but also a little unsure where to focus as 2026 begins. So this episode is all about clarity. I want to share exactly what I would prioritize if I were building a direct selling business from scratch right now, based on everything I know from my experience over the years, my wins, my challenges, the wins and challenges of my clients, and what really creates long-term success. And whether you're starting fresh or you just feel like you need a refresh for your existing direct selling business in 2026, these insights are going to help you step into this new year more confidently and more intentionally as well. So, what would I focus on first? The first thing, without hesitation, is confidence. Confidence is such an important thing. So you could have all the strategies in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, your product, your ability to take action, you're going to end up spinning your wheels. Now, it's okay if you're not feeling confident now. Confident isn't like, it's not necessarily a natural thing, right? But the exciting thing is confidence can be learned, right? And it's something I work on a lot, especially deep diving in with all of my Beehive program members. And because confidence it's not just a feeling, it's actually a practice, right? It's about knowing your why, understanding your goals, and building a mindset that allows you to take the consistent action without overthinking every step. So confidence can be learned, right? I want you to think about the last time you felt really confident in your direct selling business. Maybe it was reaching out to a new customer or booking an event that you were actually nervous about. That energy, that belief in yourself is what fuels action. Maybe it was finally going live, hitting the live button inside of your customer group. You were feeling nervous, but you gave it a go anyway. And I promise every time you do that, you will get better at it and you will find it easier and you will build confidence in what you are doing as well. So if I was starting a new direct selling business, day one would actually be spent reflecting on why I'm in this business, what I want to achieve, and how I want it to feel. And whether you're starting fresh or starting over, then this is something that you should be doing too. Confidence comes first because everything else flows from it. Okay. Next thing, second thing, strategy. The strategies before activity, okay? You need to know what the strategies are. You have to work it out. You've got to have a plan, right? Don't just dive in. Don't just throw spaghetti at the wall, right? And it is tempting at the start of the year to just do all the things. Post, message, book events, promote, all the things, right? But without a strategy, you're going to burn your energy up without actually getting the results that you want, right? So what I would do is I would map out a simple plan. Who are my ideal customers? Who do I want to attract into my world? Where do I want to show up and be seen, right? What are your platforms going to be? Because you know what? You don't have to be everywhere, right? You are far better off focusing on one or maybe two platforms and getting really, really good at that rather than trying to be in 5 different places at once, right? Next thing in your simple plan is recognizing or working out what content and interactions are actually going to move your business forward, right? Even a 30-minute planning session can actually save hours of guesswork and frustration, right? Strategy doesn't need to be complicated, but it needs to be intentional. You need to know what you're doing and why you're doing it, right? What is the purpose? And the reality is that busy work feels productive, but real momentum actually comes from focused, smart actions, doing the right strategies, the right things, not just endless activity, right? Who else has got lost in the scroll from time to time? I bet your answer will be yeah. Now, next thing, Facebook. Understanding what Facebook is all about and how it works. If I was starting fresh in 2026, my third focus would absolutely be my Facebook foundations, right? So first up, this means building my personal profile in professional mode the right way to attract new people. I will want to be creating a business page and establishing a customer-focused Facebook group where you can genuinely connect, share ideas, and nurture relationships, right? This is so important. And if you haven't already set that, if you're starting fresh, then absolutely do these. If you've already been in business for a while and these things need a bit of a makeover, then that's what you should be doing sooner rather than later, right? Is your personal profile in professional mode? Is it set up the right way to attract potential customers to you? Do you have a business page? Are you doing it the right way? Have you set it up the right way? Are you posting the right things? And the same with your customer group. Do you have a customer Facebook group? Is it private, not public? Are you sharing the right content? Is it set up the right way? All of the things that you need to do that make a difference to when you're using Facebook to grow your direct selling business. Because I'm going to tell you, successful direct sellers don't be spammy and they don't send cold DMs. Absolute biggest no. And I know for so many of you, I hear from you all the time, I don't want to be a spammy pammy. I don't want to send cold DMs. I don't want you sending cold DMs either. Not cool, right? Totally not cool to be doing that, right? Successful direct sellers use platforms like Facebook to attract new people and then build know, like, and trust with the people who are interested in what they offer. I would spend time, if I was starting again or starting a new direct selling business, I would spend time learning what the right posting strategies are, planning the content, doing the lives, creating reels, and creating posts that feel authentic, right? This is the foundation that allows your business to grow steadily without constantly chasing new leads, without succumbing to pressure maybe from uplines who are telling you just to cold, send a private message to us, to strangers. Don't do that. That sort of stuff is what gives this industry a bad name, right? You want to be attracting with your content people to your world that are that are interested, that are curious in how you can help them and how your products can help them. When you do that, you then get the opportunity to build know, like, and trust, and then you're going to be getting the sales, the bookings if you're offering that, the recruits if you're offering that, and VIP customers, all the different things that you're most likely wanting to be trying to achieve in your direct selling business. Which brings me to my next point, and that is building community over cold outreach. So cold DMs, right? It's not cool. So if I was starting a new direct selling business, I wouldn't spend endless hours cold messaging strangers. Nobody likes that. Instead, I'd be focusing on attracting new followers and then building an engaged group of people. customers, hosts, and potential team members who genuinely connect with me and my message and what I offer. Remember, it's okay if you are not everybody's cup of tea. That's absolutely completely normal, right? What you want to be doing is, and what I would do if I was starting again, if I was starting a new direct selling business, would be supporting and nurturing that community, because that would lead to sales, to bookings, and recruitment in a way that feels natural and sustainable. A small buzzing group is always better than a large list of cold contacts. Building relationships is absolutely a key factor in building a successful direct selling business. Next, I want to talk about the right support and why the right support actually shortens the learning curve. There isn't really a ladder to success, but there are certainly certain things that you can do that will actually, turn it into more of a slightly speedier journey, right? Like a bit of an elevator rather than stairs to success. Does that make sense? Let me know. So I would make sure that I had support right from the beginning, right? Trying to figure out everything alone actually slows your progress, right? Leads to you making lots of mistakes, trial and error, and all these sorts of things. And it often leads to frustration, right? Because you think, oh, well, I'm doing all the things, but you're not getting the results, right? Support, whether through mentorship, training programs, or a like-minded community, helps you avoid common mistakes. It saves time and it gives you the confidence to take action, the right actions that will actually make a difference, right? And that's exactly why my Beehive membership program exists for women in direct selling. I'm all about providing the right strategies, guidance, and giving my community of women who are from so many different direct selling companies inside of my program the support that they need and the strategies and the right training so they can build their businesses confidently and intentionally. Because with support, you can actually achieve more in months than most do in a year trying to figure it out on their own. And so many of my members have seen amazing results in 2025. Like Cindy is with Amare, and she actually joined my program in the back half of 2024. Now, in 2024, in those first few months, she actually ended up doubling her sales, right? And in 2025, she went on to continue doubling her sales. She also went on to, at the end of 2025, what year are we in? We're now in 2026. I'm not quite ready for 2026, I don't think. At the end of 2025, she actually was awarded, she achieved the #1 customer recruiter, I think I'm remembering that right, with Amare for Australia and New Zealand. Lou, who is with Sensi, she joined my program in 2025, and within a very short space of time, she was doubling her sales, and by the end of the year, she was tripling her sales, and she has been recruiting, right? And I know that Lou will continue to go on and keep doing that this year as she continues inside of my Beehive program. Who else? Amy has doubled and then tripled her sales in her direct selling business. She's with Nutrimetics. Who else? Sandy is also with Nutrimetics. She has also doubled her sales during 2025. So many of my members have. There are so many wonderful women in there who are actually seeing some really great results because they've joined the program, they're watching the trainings, they're diving into the support, they're showing up, they're taking actions, they're taking the right actions based on the training that they're learning and the support that they're giving, that they are getting. And by taking those actions on the right strategies, this is what's making the difference for them, right? And this could be you as well, right? So if you're starting the year feeling hopeful but uncertain, I want you to remember these priorities. And I've got 5 things I'm going to share. It's kind of a bit of a recap of what we've talked about, okay? So #1, build your confidence first. #2, plan a clear strategy before taking action. 3, set up strong Facebook foundations. 4, focus on community, building relationships with your community over cold outreach. Nobody wants to be a spammy Pammy. And 5th, seek support to shorten your learning curve and actually stay consistent, because it's when you're consistently taking the right actions that you are going to see that success that you want in your direct selling business. Now, if you want guidance, support, and practical strategies for building your business in 2026, my free Facebook group is a great place to start, and you will find the link for that down below. And for women ready to go further and really make 2026 the best year you've ever had in your direct selling business, my Beehive membership program is where you will get the structure, the confidence, and the community to help you build with clarity and intention. And you will find links for both down below. Now, of course, if you have enjoyed this podcast, make sure you've given me a like. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any episodes, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share me with your direct selling friends. So thank you for joining me today on this first day of 2026. And I'm wishing you all the best for an amazing 2026. May you have a confident mind, go forth into 2026 with a confident mindset and have a year of growth and success. Thanks. See you next week.